introduce you guys to Skylo. He's got some stand-up comedy for us tonight. He's a staple. He's been coming to Auburn Public Theater for the last few weeks or so. He's been getting better, better, better. We love him. So Skylo, how you doing, man? All right, let's take it away, Skylo.
Can you hear me? Excellent. Thank you, guys. Once again, thank you, Auburn Public Theater, for allowing me to do this, man. I appreciate you guys posting shit online and stuff. Easy for me to copy and paste and cut and clip and all that, but super dope. I was reading some of the comments I got. You know, people are like, oh, it's awesome. It's so brave of you to go out there and do it. Put yourself out there. You know, I could never do that in front of strangers and shit. I'm like, well, it gets pretty easy, especially when the whole crowd's naked, you know? Yeah, fuck. But, hey, that's what they tell you about public speaking, man. Picture everybody naked, you know, and then it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I was reviewing the tapes from last week, like a good athlete would, and Teddy, I don't know what you prefer, Ted or Teddy, but he asked me about my name. You know, why Skylo? Like that's an alias or something now. Especially with the shit I say, it would be pretty smart to use an alias sometimes, you know. But that's actually my real given name. My dad was a hippie. He's from Brooklyn, Bay Ridge. So represent. But that was his nickname. I don't really know much about him. I only met him 3 times. Once I was 5 in Brooklyn. He took me to the bar. I played the horse racing game where you bet on the colors. And 2 other times he was at Roswell dying of cancer. And he wanted me to jump on the boat and fucking go fishing with him. That's how high he was. He's like, come on in, Sky, come fishing with me. So I was like, all right, you know. Second time I met him, but I might as well go fishing with my dad if I can, you know. Fucking, thank God I wasn't a junkie then, because that shit they were giving him, he was flying. But yeah, no, I know I get my stubbornness from him because when I was born with 2 dick holes. One in the normal spot and then one on top. And he wanted me to keep it, so I'd be like, you know, a double-barreled shotgun. And he fought my mother tooth and nail. And honestly, he won for a while until they divorced and we moved to Buffalo. And then I ended up having painful memories of being at fucking Children's Hospital getting my dick worked on. So I lost that battle, I guess, in the long run. Oh, yeah, fucking. So, oh yeah, then other good comments, like my boy, my Doc Duhart, my man, him and my other buddy Holloway from the Army commented and, you know, said I was doing great and I'm funny and, you know, I need to clean shit up because I kind of suck. That was, you know, in their opinion. But, you know, them 2 guys, I learned the meaning of perception, you know, even the definition of loss in translation. We were stationed in Germany. One night I went up to Holloway's room. Duhart was there, Doc Phillip, and he was there with his girlfriend, and she giving him a massage. I was like, oh, that looks nice. And I was laying on the floor. I'm like, hey, can you do me a solid and crack my back by, you know, stepping on my back, you know, like walk on it. Well, lost in translation, the broad fucking stomped me, like mud stomped me. Oh, knocked my air out. Everybody was laughing. So I was like, man, I can't fuck with these fucking German chicks. And we were at the bar the one night. And I walk out of the bar, and Holloway's out there arguing with his girlfriend. She's not German. She's Croatian, even worse. And he asked me, he's like, bro, do me a favor and sit on her car so I can talk to this bitch. I'm like, reasonable enough. I'll do that for you, bro. So I sat on her hood. No sooner than I sat down did she fucking slap the shit in drive and take off. went around the little cul-de-sac and then slammed on the brakes and sent me flying. I had a beer, and I just remember this. Thank God I'm airborne, because I knew how to hit, shift, and rotate, but I broke my beer, got scratched up, and I just remember rolling and laying there for a second, and I hear my other Moohart go, "Is he dead?" And that's when I jumped up, and I was pissed, and I started pointing and yelling at her. I think I called her Evel Knievel. I don't remember it all, but it's such a blur. But he married her, so I can't be that mad at her. You know, she must be she's really nice, actually. She gets super embarrassed every time I talk about that story, because she is, you know, Croatian and proud, and she's super cool. But she hates that story, and I love it because it's fucking hilarious. Do hard. Oh yeah, and then you know, I was sitting around feeling sorry about myself because, you know, as an addict, I expect shit right away. You know, I'm like instant gratification, and I've been doing this for like 3-4 weeks now, and I haven't blown up yet. So, you know, I'm wondering what the fuck is going on, and you know, my boy Rob reaches out to me, and he's like, "Dude, your comedy, it makes me laugh. You're funny. Thank you." And that means a lot, man. I've known Rob since high school. He also joined the Army with me. Not with me, but, you know, we joined the Army after we graduated high school. Let me describe Rob. How can I do it? You ever see The Lion King? All right. You know the hyenas from The Lion King, the goofy one? If that was a human, that would be him. Okay, that's what he looks like. Tongue hanging out a little bit once in a while, you know, sometimes. But he is actually a fucking real American hero, man. He got fucking blown up in Iraq by an RPG. Because his fucking butter bar lieutenant sent him down in a unarmored Humvee instead of sending the Bradley fighting vehicle down first. And then he got RPG'd. He died 3 times. He came back 3 times. Now he's kicking ass in Michigan, taking names. You know, fucking, that's my boy. But 2 good stories about him. One was I had him fill in with me in a basketball league, and this court we played at had a stage in one end, and then a photo booth, like the picture booth or whatever, for movies and shit, on the other end, and the basket was attached to that. Well, I came out of the game, Rob went in, and one of my buddies passed him the ball, and they were at half court, and he fucking fired it. Like, over the basket, it went into the projection booth. The game had to stop and everything. Fucking, I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I was open." Well, cool, man. But the best one is the second story. We were at a house party, and you know, typical high school house party. See Rob go to the bathroom, and next thing you know, you hear a fucking loud noise, like bang, crash, and water and shit. So we open the door, and I look, and Rob is there, and he's got the whole sink and counter, you know, like the whole wood one piece, you know, but the sink and everything on top of him, water's fucking squirting all over. And I look at him, and the first thing he says, "I didn't do it." But the thing is on top of him, so I don't know how he didn't do it. Either he didn't do it, or the sink just attacked him, or something, because I don't know how that happened. The door was closed. We don't know what really happened in there. So it's his word versus the sink's. So, you know, I don't know who to believe anymore, you know? But I fucking love that guy. He's fucking good people, man. And then I think that was it. Thank you.
Dude, I gotta say you're killing it. And you say you're not blowing up. You're waiting for yourself to blow up. But I think, you know, you're blowing up, man. Here at Auburn Public Theater, you're blowing up.